I think we covered do get call with basic authentication last time.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. So main point we to remember is whenever we do basic authentication or some sort of Auth authentication or something like that, we have to always manage the credentials in manage security material, and we have to give the this credential name in adapter level configuration,
Yeah.
right? And user password will be maintaining it here. Okay,
Mhm.
so that we have discussed, explored last time, and did we? I think I have covered this one also. Post, put, patch,
Yeah,
delete.
yeah.
Yeah.
You created a
Uh,
copy of that and you did it all.
yep, yep. So I try to show like, yeah, I think I have told like, without editing, or if you want to create a similar
Hmm.
iFlow, we can always use
Yeah,
this
you
copy, and v
copy. Yeah.
metadata is to change the iFlow name or something like that. Okay.
Hmm.
And I think I've shown you like how to unlock the flow and how standard integrations with developer guidelines, like to always maintain the versions, to give the proper names for the
Hmm.
iFlow and package names. Like it should be in sync, and to always give the description of what. Like I'm just giving in real time. You always have to give a short description of what that package or integration flow is doing. That way, okay.
Hmm.
And so they're like usually we won't be having any static, or just for training purpose. I showed you like do get colon, and usually it will be always dynamic. It's
Okay.
uh, you know standard, like good
Anyone can
developer.
access.
Yeah,
Mm.
so it's always better to keep it dynamic, so that's where we always go with the content modifier properties and headers. So we'll use make use of camel expressions and all, like camel. Last class we have covered a camel http method, like where we put this method, and whatever like get, post, put, patch, delete, whatever we do here. What is that? HTTP, yeah, here. Whatever call which we give, it will automatically get captured in SAP in under that header, and that
Mhm.
header will be calling the URL, like receiver URL with that method. Okay. See, I think here header.camel. I think it is in header. Okay, and we
Mhm.
want it to send it to the receiver. That's why I kept it in header. Okay, and this is considered SAP, but if it is not there, we would have added one content modifier and kept it in header. Since it is automatically added by SAP, we'll just keeping it header.camel HTTP method. That is the expression which we want to do on the URL, and in URL also, especially this
Mhm.
URL. Okay, not in every URL there
Yeah.
will be like get post and all. It won't be there. Like we did in here. Where is that? Here it is like get, post, patch, and all, right, after viewer.
Mhm.
In real time, it won't be like this. It is just for training purposes. Ideally, in real time URL, they will like backend team will be enabling all the operations like post, patch,
Mhm.
delete, and all. So we'll just have API URL, and whatever operation we want to do, that we will be giving it in method here. We rarely will keep dynamic. Either most probably it will be post or patch or get only. Okay,
Yeah.
and rest other things we have kept default through exception and failure, and attach error details and failure, and retry field request. Uh, I think we were
It will
discussed
do like
discussed
three
on this.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Maximum retry iterations is three, and
Mhm.
retry interval we can give whatever time we want,
Like
and only
whatever
for
the time it
specific.
was. Yeah.
Yep. What only for specific HTTP status codes, not for all, not for something like even unauthorized. If we get, until and unless we go give the right password in the security material, it won't get successful. It will keep on failing. But if it is unreachable, 429 is too many requests.
Okay.
503 is service unavailable. 500 is some internal server error. 502 is bad gateway, something like that.
Bad
If it
kids.
is
Yeah.
yeah, if it is something like that, then like after some time, if it is up, the system is up, then the message will be completed, right? So it will show successful.
Okay.
That's why we will be having this, and we won't send all the request headers. since we are not sending any headers, like we are keeping it blank, we shouldn't keep star or something like that. That will consume more memory and it might cause issue. Not all interfaces will cause issue, but
Yeah.
I think for some APIs, I think that's why we are allowing headers here. Okay. And error configuration, we can always, like, if you want to send error message back to sender, then you can enable this. And externalized parameters will be here. Externalize we want to do because whenever what do you call, when you're moving the transport to the production and all, and you don't want to edit that flow and you want to keep the version intact, you always have to externalize the parameters which are supposed to be changed in landscape wise, like a three-tier landscapes and all. If the
Mhm.
URL is changing in every landscape, we need to what do you call, externalize that parameter. Okay, I think we
But
tested this.
where
Yeah.
did you
Hmm.
take that parameter from? Like it will get automatically, or do we need to? Yes.
This one,
Yes.
like whenever we are see, we can externalize the things in all the palette functions and adapter configurations also. See, now it is address, right? So I don't
Mm.
want, okay, here it remains, I mean, development. Okay, in QA, there will be like, ideally in real time, how it will be integration suite dev, it won't be like this. Now it is like integration suite trial, right? If you see this
Mm.
URL, okay,
Yeah.
in real time, it is like integration suite dev. In QA, it
Okay.
will be like integration set QA. In prod, it is like
Mm.
integration set prod. Same happens to the receivers also. See, in the backend and all, S4 dev, S4 QA, S4 prod. Ariba dev, Ariba QA, Ariba prod. Success dev, that way. So we'll be keep on changing this. How we
Yeah.
that's why we have to externalize. So how we will do? Let me just show you once again.
Mm.
We will always put curly brackets and we will keep this address and we will enter this. We'll go out of the box, then it will ask for define value. Default value is this. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah, and once you click on OK, once you click on save, deploy. Okay, now you go to externalize parameter. See, it came under address. And why
Okay.
we are doing what is this, we deployed, right?
Mm.
Okay, now if you click on configure, you don't need to edit. It's already came here.
Mm.
You in production, you don't need to edit the full hotel. They will just remove, will put some other, like say, prod URL, and you will deploy.
Okay.
I mean, real time prod URL, it's just dummy I'm showing. So you'll be putting that and deploy, then it will be deployed. That's it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's how we will. And whenever, like, this is only for during developing. I think if
Mm.
we are missing something as a developer, it will throw error or problems here. We can analyze or troubleshoot here. I think we have tested this. I feel the last class, right?
Yeah.
Just checking. What's that deployed? Yeah. Let's, I think I did some change again. What is the error?
Kindly mention as one.
Okay, patch. Let's status code 405. Why this error? Because method is patch, we are doing post. Should be a
Mhm.
business thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Now it is. I'm doing. I think you can just update here. I'm doing patch. I mean, it doesn't body. It doesn't matter. Like it is what syntax is sending.
Mm.
Yeah. So it is updated.
Yeah, update.
Yep. So same way you can do the for put post put patch delete and all, right? So
Mm.
we have covered Total we covered. Get call we covered. Then how to do dynamic path call, dynamic
Mhm.
vary, string, and how to do post put patch delete in dynamic, like using dynamic methods and all.
Mhm.
Okay, and this one we copied, and I think we haven't deployed this. I think we can always delete this. Okay.
The one which
Uh,
copied, right?
yes, I think
Mhm.
just a copy flow. We don't want two flows with the same name or duplicate copies here. But
Mhm.
one thing, if it is deployed, you always have to go here in integrations API and undeploy here first. Then you have to delete. Okay.
Okay, okay, got it.
Because if it is deployed and if you directly click on delete, what it will like the CPI will still show that version that in the monitor integration content it
Mhm.
gives error like
Okay.
version mismatch and something like that. So it's always best practice to uh, deploy first and then delete. Since it is not deployed, I'm just
Mhm.
showing you delete. Okay, we will be
Yeah.
deleting this. We don't need it. We all have this, and let's let's save it as version. Okay,
Mhm.
0.1. Yep, done. So yeah, now all this. I think we are pretty much done with the HTTP adapter. Okay, sender is HTTPS and receiver we call it as HTTP. Request reply we covered, and for the REST APIs, the browser based connections, we will be using this. Okay, so let's move on to the next parrot function, router. Okay, so what is router? Router, the name itself says sorry, I think there's some more HTTP Camel HTTP paths. We'll just take a look at what it does and all. Okay. And I'm just putting everything like real time scenarios and all here. I'm explaining
Yeah.
it, but I think for you to uh, there are some common error scenarios also.
Mhm.
400
Yes, you
is
said
okay.
before,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can refer this. And where is that? Just used in session 3 around. Just a minute. Mm, mm, mm. I'll just explain it. Like common camel HTTP path is this one. Okay.
Okay.
After the URL path, like whatever you are giving,
Mhm.
that one. After the host part. Okay. HTTP queries, when I think we did dynamic query string and all. Where do we give that query? Not consider something like this.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, we gave
Um,
one formulated
yeah.
required.
Yep.
Okay.
Response code is like whether it is 21, 201 okay, 200 okay, that one.
Mhm.
Camel servlet context path is in the URL. Sometimes you will give like sub path kind of that one. HTTP URL is like whatever the URL which you are calling from. Then usually it will be like CPI URL. And HTTP like integration flow URL. URI is like what you are calling from CPA.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. And session 3 will go to router now, and then converter. So router is which it just routes based on condition. Okay, like say uh, like we are sending we are having a retail
Sorry.
based company, and we are sending products to the different countries. So like for India, you send this products. For Germany, you send these products. For US, you send these products. For India, it is the cost is in rupees. In US, the cost is in dollars. The Germany, the cost is in euros, or something like that. Okay, we always have to route for the different receivers based on different conditions. Then we will use what router. Router in SAP CPI allows you to send a message to different paths depending on certain condition. It's like a traffic signal that decides where the message should go next. Okay, it's very simple, man. And we will make use of properties for to just make it dynamic or message content, like camel expressions or customer logic expressions also, like that. We can see like in the answer. Okay, so there is one scenario also. You are integrating an order management system. Order comes from customer across multiple regions. Depending on the region, order needs to be processed by different teams and systems. Example, if country code Germany send order to Europe warehouse, your country, like just a one real time scenario. I just pasted it here. You can go through this. So let's deep dive into hands-on. Okay. So this is the package which I created, and then let's go here. Okay. So what I did, I like with the sender, I just connected to the start message using HTTPS adapter. Okay, and just one more thing, like in the we have used the sender. Did we explain? We nobody will ask this, but it's like just to understand what is the transport protocol and what is the message protocol. For HTTPS, the transport protocol is HTTPS. Message protocol is none. Okay, and we'll have different transport protocols for different adapters here. And I just gave this address, meaningful address, like you can give same as integration flow also, but it's just to have good meaningful one. Okay, and then we have used this content modifier. Okay, why we are using content modifier, because to set the properties. Okay, so I have created a postman. Okay, to demo. Okay, so uh, say I'm sending some payload, say to just for training purposes. This is not real time. So somebody is sending a say it's a mental health session. Okay, they are also using SAP. So they are
Mhm.
sending I choose to be happy,
Yeah.
and they are putting it in XML.
Mhm.
Okay, the body. The we have to choose raw here. Like if you want to give some body, usually it will be like none. Okay, like you
Mhm.
if you are sending somebody via Postman, then you have to go to the raw and you have to define the text. This is in XML, and in XML, we'll always have the start tag and end tag. Okay, if we are starting with the root, it is very necessary to close the tag with the same field. Okay, like next
Okay.
field is like it's a main first field, and next under this root we have choice, and in choice we are defining some field happy, like that way,
Mhm.
and we are closing that field again. Okay, we are just encode, encrypting this choice in the root nodes. And we'll
Okay.
call it as a root node, parent node, child
Okay.
node, that way. Okay.
Mhm.
So somebody is sending this XML, and they will be sending this choice dynamically. Okay. So this is called as XPath choice. So what we will do, we will store this parameter choice. We'll give that XPath. We are giving this, I think I told you this in earlier class. We'll always keep it as a double slash
Yeah.
if you're giving an XPath. Or we can give like slash root slash choice. Both are same, but since it's simple, we're using simple XML. In real time, it will be like lengthy XML for some time. So it's better to give the path like this, and
Yeah.
in those type we'll have to choose XPath, and whenever we are choosing XPath or expression, we have to give this data type as data java dot lang dot string. Okay,
Mhm.
and nothing in the message header and body. So what we have done, we have just kept that choice dynamically ready. Okay, now I can give different choice here. I can say, like, say I can choose to be happy, but my friend wants just to be sad, but someone else choose to be angry, or they might have feel like empty. They might send different choices. Everybody has different choices, right? So based on choice, based on country, based on cost, you send it to the different receiver. If they say like that, then what we'll do, we will use the router. Okay, I have added a router, and router always. Okay, let me just edit also. I'll show you. Okay, I'll just delete this. Just a minute. And you can always search here also. Okay, end message will what we'll use.
Mm.
Okay, and if you want to copy also, you can copy this. I think you can paste it also, but I think since it's a not in the same integration process, I can't paste it here again.
Mm.
It has to be like multiple other message one, message two, message three. Okay, so I'm just connecting here. It's very simple. I just need to click on this box and you have to
Drag
drag
it.
and drop into the
Mm.
middle of this. Okay.
Okay.
So, and if you want to add something else, you can just click on add iFlow step and you can search, say for example, router. You can click on
Mm.
this router. Very simple.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we have used this router and in processing what we will do. So, okay. I think maybe I can show you how it will work in real time. Usually there is only one end message. It will be like this,
Mm.
right?
So
It
default
will be
one.
like this. Yeah, only one.
Mm.
So what we have done when I wanted to add, if you go to processing now here,
Mm.
see only expression type is this, condition is this, default. It's showing you one route.
Yeah. So,
How many conditions you are choosing, how many receivers you want. Based on that, you can add a number of end messages here, and you can connect
mm.
that route.
Mm.
Okay, and when you add one more end message here, and you can always come here, put it here. See, it became route 2. Now if you go to processing, just click on save, go to router, go to processing, see route 1, route 2.
Yeah.
And you can always, when you create multiple routes, one route should always be default.
Okay.
Okay, that way. So I'll just go back, discuss these changes, and explain you shit. It's a benefit of using version. Got it?
Yeah.
Some junior developer came and he did something. Oh man. Shit.
It'll be chaos.
I think I have. And, did I? Fine. Let it be. We'll create new. It's fine then. What we can do. So,
Oh, yeah. Mm.
yeah. HTTPS. What is the this thing we are given router demo?
Okay, router demo.
That
Mhm.
you have to always start with the slash.
Okay.
Okay. Then when you uncheck this, then what we'll do? Content modifier. We'll delete this. We
Okay.
don't want receiver.
Mhm.
You can always extend this. You can put it this way. Content modifier. We'll rename this. We'll go to property. We'll add choice.
That was the last choice and the source value, right?
Yeah. So type is XPath choice. Okay. Then data type is Java dot. It is case
Language
sensitive. Huh?
dot string. Yeah.
And if you don't know, like if you can't remember, if you just hover on it, it will get it here. You can just copy that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Then save. Then go to here, click on router. Put the router here. Keep the name. Remove that. Say router based on route based on choice. Okay. I want three routes now. We'll add three in message. In message one, in message two, and in message three. Just put it somewhere here, then I will somewhere. And if you want to
Mm.
uh, put it in middle, then you can always do this. But I will use mouse only always. Never use that
Experienced
one.
person will always use in that.
Yeah. So I'll just expand this.
And the third one is
Yeah.
yeah.
Just put it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Come here. Okay. And one thing you can sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If you want to arrange horizontally, you can just click on this box and you can always click this. But I think you need to save and apply that first. Maybe we'll do that later. Now, why this came like this? Sender. Okay. Then router based just processing. We will keep route 3 as default. Route 1 and route 2 we have. Okay. So I'll go to click on this route 1. I will call this route 1
Happy
as
route.
used to be happy.
Choice to be happy. Okay.
Whatever you want to. Like say if it is
Mm-hmm.
some country, you can give that country name is Germany. Like that way. And
Okay.
so now what we have to do, we have to give this expression type or condition type. Okay. There are two options. Expression XML or non-XML. Okay, if it is XML, you can see this what it says, enter an expression to formulate a routing condition. Example of XML condition, we are giving their XML XPath. Bank name bank ID equal to my bank, or they're giving double slash bank ID equal to ABC. For non-XML conditions, we have to use the Camel expression dollar header dot sender ID equal to 001.
Mm.
Okay, so this is XML. What if I will say, like, okay, we are getting that choice equal to happy. Why I'm putting in single apostrophe? Because when I click on hour
That
on it,
word.
okay, it says slash comma like single apostrophe ABC ABC. That's why we have to keep the value always in the this thing. Okay.
There we gave like a double slash choice. So we are giving that double slash
Yep.
choice. Needs to be happy. Okay.
Yeah. If it is happy,
Mm-hmm.
you come to here
Mm.
that way. Okay.
Okay.
Then process to choose to be sad. Means sad
Yeah. Like somewhat
processing.
different.
Yeah. Now I will give non-XML condition.
Why?
Huh? No, like just to show you, like if it is non-XML, say now they are
Okay.
sending it in XML.
Mm-hmm.
If they're sending in XML, but still you want to keep it dynamic.
Okay.
How we will do that? You can do that like this. Like you can hover on this. You can, that says for non-XML condition, it's dollar header dot sender ID equal to 001.
Okay.
Okay, so something like that. Dollar header. We'll keep it as property because we don't want to send whether the choice and all. Property dot choice equals
Equals
to
to
what they are given equal to
uh-huh.
value. So we will keep it as sad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, something like that they will define. Third one is default route.
I think there is error in
Yeah,
choose to be
yeah,
sad.
we'll do that. Some other feeling. In processing, we won't keep anything. It's default route. Now,
Hmm.
if you click on save, there is some error. What is the problem? We'll see.
I think we need to put
Invalid
a full
format of
stop.
condition expression
Put we need to
value.
put full stop on that.
No, no,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
that. Because the property is not defined. Property dot
Mhm.
choice. Okay, properties. The property. This choice. Have we defined the same thing? Step choose to be set. Property dot choice equal to. Okay, we have see double inverted comma single
Ah,
line.
yeah.
Went word. Yeah. See deploy.
Now it's gone. Deploy.
Yep. Okay. Now it is deploy. Take some time. Demo. Okay, now I will send. See, we got. Okay, I have to
Cancel it.
switch on trace. Yeah, you will have to cancel, or else it
Mhm.
will get locked. Let's see. Let's switch on trace and see
What
later.
if we won't cancel it after we deploy it?
It will get locked. Locked.
Oh, no.
When it's done, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, it's not big mistake, but it's ideal. It's not ideal practice. Let's send it again. And now, if you it will have trace. We'll have some more info here to see. See, now you can see in this integration formula how the message came. Sender, it came here, start message, then content modifier, then route based on choice, then it went to the route 1. Choose to be happy. It didn't go to the route 2 or route 3. Okay. Okay, con sad. See, now if you have that, go to this, it went to route 2. I'll give something else, empty.
Empty. Yeah.
Came in third route.
Where did you see like it came in third road?
Yeah. I'm just clicking on trace and
Mm.
it into process step segment 1 activities message content payload empty returning get this one. If you click on this, it's showing end 2, which is the end 2
Mm-hmm.
message.
Okay.
End 2 is what? If you click on this route, some other feeling.
Mm.
If you go, if you're okay, um, if you see in the other sad one wala message,
Mm.
it is end 1. Sorry, did I click on same message again? Yeah. Yeah, see if you see, it's end 1. This is for
Mm.
sad. If I click on the happy wala message, it should be end. And you're
And
seeing in
to
the
yeah.
left side, right?
Mm.
Left side is what you want to see always, like,
Okay,
and
okay, got it.
end 1, end 2. Okay, router based on choice that way.
Yeah.
And so this is router. It just routes
Mm.
based on conditions what you give, and there are two types of conditions which you want to explore: XML and non-XML conditions. And for each route, you can give uh, different conditions. Okay,
Mm.
and say for if like if it is two routes, one route has to be default route.
Okay.
Okay, got it. And now there is something like this. Now we want to add uh, some message. Okay,
Mm.
say the receiver wants some message along with this. We will send. We will put some content modifier. Okay, we will. What is this? The run changes. We want to yes. Ari Baba.
Give back again.
And then it gives that recover option. It will come. So I will have to give some message. Okay, that I choose to be. If it comes, if the choice is happy, I will say like I choose to be happy. Okay. Then if it is sad, I will say like I choose to be sad. Or we'll make use of expression. Okay, we'll say okay, and it says this first is constant, then I will show the difference. Choose to be sad. Okay, something like that. Say deploy. Okay, cancel. Okay. For third route, we haven't defined anything. That's why it isn't coming.
Mm.
See, you got this message. I choose to be happy.
Okay. Instead of
Okay.
all that, it gave the
Yes.
message.
Yes. No, no, no. I want, whatever the sender says, the sender gives along with, we want with that body also. Then how we will do that means you want to, you want this payload also. Okay. Along with that, I want to add that message. How we will do that? You can use expression. Okay, the body which sender sent is always stored in dollar in dot body. Right? That this is a type of camel expression. I think I told you in previous section.
Mhm.
Dollar in dot body, dollar body. And then what I'll say? I choose to be happy. Like that.
Mhm.
Let's see how it reacts. Got started. The dot body. Is storing that body somewhere. No, we're not storing that body. That's why it's not coming. We have to store that body in the property first. Okay. What we'll do, we'll store that body in some property. Say, we'll call it as body. One parameter we are giving, and we
Expression.
will use expression. We will use dollar
Dollar in dot
dot
body.
body. We will copy this. We will call this property dollar property dot body. Alright? Where is that?
Mm.
Where we defined that actually? Okay, I defined in the second content modifier, is it? That's why it wasn't coming. Wait, I'll do one thing. Just to be happy. That's why it is going like it went be a first route and there we are given this, right? That's why it didn't come.
Mm.
I was like wondering why it did. Okay, now see it came. along with the body, like
Mm-hmm.
SAP itself stores the body in the dollar indent body, and after that I give that
Mm-hmm.
option. I choose to be happy,
Okay.
right? That's why. And how we will see that SAP is storing? We can always see the trace data. Trace data helps us. So it came via here,
Mm-hmm.
then content modifier, where we defined that. See, we are getting that dollar indent body here. Okay, and then in end it says it adds that dollar indent body, and I choose to be happy.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
payload, payload, payload. So you can see from content modifier, we are just sending
Mm-hmm.
this, only this, only this. After in end, what we did, we have added that body plus dollar indent body is that body it fetched, and it added that
Exactly.
sentence. Hmm. Okay. Okay, that's about the first demo session on the router.
Oh,
Okay.
it is showing
I'll
some
sorry, it is
warning symbol, right? Choose to
where
be happy.
here,
In
huh?
the top. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it just shows warning things. Even if it is like deployed or something, you can ignore this part. It says
Okay.
what HTTP sender component may not pass XML message to sequence flow. Sequence flow supports XML input only.
Maybe we entered non-XML, that's why.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes. Uh, okay. Well, I think we forgot to save it as version.
Mm.
Okay. Done. It's done. Okay. Now I've created one more scenario.
Mm.
Just like that. Router, it will end or continue with no data, something like that. Okay. So, say changes. Postman is just a tool, okay, to test this flows and all. What I think I haven't showed you how we will create collections and all, right? So once you have this Postman created, if you want to create a collection, you can always do this create new collection and
Mm-hmm.
blank collection. So some new connection will come. Okay. So you can always give that name here. Okay. Next session I will be getting after soap as data. I'll just create something like this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
After creating SAP data, it will ask for add a request to start working. Then once you click on add request, a new request will come. It's loading.
This request not found.
No, it's loading. It's taking some time.
Oh, yeah, 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 I see.
Yeah, you can see this.
Mm. Yeah, I just saw
The
that.
request will something be like this. Okay.
Mhm.
Request not my edition. I think it's taking time to load. Then
Mhm.
once it will be like all empty here and the
It will
URL.
create itself?
Yep. Or else I'll do one thing. I'll just click on duplicate. See now duplicate went. If it will be like this,
Yeah.
just copy it. Then we have to give the URL of CPI wala here and authorization. It will be sometimes it will be no auth or inherit from auth. You can always come to basic auth authentication and do that part. Okay, that is about this. I think it is taking some time to load. Let it be router. Router is what we're discussing, right? Yeah. So there is some. This is some XML payload. Okay. Uh, what we want to do? Say if we want to like if the rows are there, if the row tag is there, then I want to
Mhm.
continue the processing. If the root tag is not there, I just want to end the processing. How we
Yeah.
will route it based on condition. So condition should be like this. Okay, if the count of rows is greater than 0, then go
Mm.
to root this route. If the count of then other one I won't give any condition at all. I will make it default route. If it is not like if there is no row, then it should throw error. That way. How did you do that in CPI? You defined some HTTPS adapter and given that address, and you added root. You have created two routes.
Mm.
Okay, one you made it as default no row, one you made it as row, and you have given that condition count
Yeah.
of row greater than 0,
Mhm. Okay.
count of this double slash row. And how do you know, Karthik, to give this conditional expression only? You can ask. So that way, there is some documentation for that. Mm, what
Documentation
is
give back of
that?
the.
Yeah. Condition के लिए D, I think in that different router only. Let me open help.sap.com. You can't forget. It's like Bhagavad Gita. Mm. Okay. You can see usage of operators in non-XML conditions. So it's all non-XML. There are like XML conditions also, non-XML conditions also. This one which we used, it's an XML condition.
Mm.
So there are some example, like we won't give it like this in real time. It will always be like dynamic. So it will be always be non-XML condition. So you will be defining that row in some header or property, and will be giving like this: whether it is it equal to one, is it not equal to one, is it greater than one, or is it less than one, contains one. There are like multiple expression you can go through that way, and I'm just pasting that define events from here. CPI developer thing starts. Okay, here just paste that link whenever, like if you're free, you can verify, go through that blogs also. It's very helpful from the development perspective. You can study ahead of my sessions also.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. So till validator steps till here.
Mm.
Okay. So here we have used XML condition. What we can use non-XML condition also. So count of row greater than 0. Simple. And you don't need to give that apostrophe and all here. It will throw error.
Mhm.
Okay, for XML conditions. Now content modifier what I have kept. If it is not working, you can click always out of the box and then come back again. See, it says should be constant. Okay, there are rows. Please end the flow. If there are rows, you end the flow. If there are no rows, you continue the flow that way. Some random message. Okay, a given. And if there is no expression, you should always keep it as a constant. If it is some camel
Mm.
expression is there, then there are no rows. Kindly continue. This should also be constant. It's a very simple concept. Huh? So now it has rows. It says the given message in the content modifier. I'll remove the rows and send. It says there are no rows. Kindly continue. Simple.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, that's it about router. But it's just that people get confused in the non-XML conditions for this, which are given here, right?
Mm.
The blog also it is there, na? You can always that router here. Yeah, operator and this and all. So sometimes people forgets this apostrophe and it starts giving error. And sometimes there will be like two condition. Here you can see that and or
Yeah.
header dot sender ID equal to 1 and header dot receiver ID equal to 2. If the and means if both condition has to satisfy, or means only one. If even if one condition satisfy, you go to this
Mm.
route that way. Okay, the simple engineering stuff, binary voila expressions you might have studied electronics and communication. May if and is there both conditions should satisfy, or is there only one? If one condition satisfied, also fine that way. Okay, you can just try different things also.
Yeah.
See, that's it about router. Next concept will be converter. Okay, before that, I just want to show few things here. So, palette functions. So this copy is just used to copy the configuration or palette function and paste it. Like you can use these two button to copy paste. Okay, and
Mhm.
here participants, sender, receiver, already. This is like exception. So integration process is the main process. Exception and local integration process we will deal with it. Exceptions process is just like where we define process like one box, and we will be like if it is erroring out. Okay, if some message is throwing some error, we will write it into some data store in real time. Why we will write it into data store? We want to send it as an alert. Nowadays, nobody's people are reducing, doing cost cutting on right. They are removing support consultants in SAP CPI because they have brought in alerts.
Yeah.
Okay, like it will, we will use this data store, and that data store we will be connecting it to MS Teams channel. Okay, we can
Okay.
integrate with multiple things, Instagram, Facebook. Same way, we can integrate with MS Teams Outlook also. So we
Oh.
will be adding MS Team channel, and it will be whenever it errors, it will go an alert. Hey, this is the error message. We have some Camel expression dollar exception dot message and dollar exception dot stack trace that I will explain you when I'm doing that.
Mhm.
So that will go as an alert for that's how we will do alert mechanism in CPA. Okay, and local integration processes if you want to call do sub process. If the process is too complex, you want to divide the steps in multiple, then you can go with the local sub process that comes under process. It's all about
Mhm.
events here.
I met
I think
yeah.
we yeah, start message and end message we have seen. We will go through other messages, other events later. This is connected, this is delete, this is mapping, message mapping, XSL to mapping, operation mapping, ID mapping, and all is there. And here it is transformers. Content modifier we have covered. Next concept is converter. We
Mhm.
can see there are multiple
Right.
converters: CSV to XML,
Um,
EDA to XML, JSON to XML. See that this is where we will use this one converter and this one. What do you call
uh,
router? Is like main pillars. That's where CPA comes in. Like people will send in different formats: EDA, XML, JSON, and receiver will expect in different format something else.
mhm.
You always need to convert data in what for they like which format they want.
Okay.
That's where we will go with like content modifier will make it dynamic, and we will store it somewhere. Converter will convert. Decoder, if they have encrypted something, they've encoded something, and you want to decode it and send it to receiver, then base 64 decoder, different type of decoders are there. Or if you want to encode it, then there is something called as encoder. Okay,
Okay.
and there is EDA, extractor, filter, message writer, script is Groovy script and JavaScript under there. That and all comes under transformation,
Okay.
right? Okay. And map call is, I think we have went with request reply. If you want to call third party API, and if you want to enrich that data, then content enricher. If you want to enrich the SFTP adapter wala data, then pull enrich. You don't want to enrich, you just want to send, then you send. Then routing. Aggregator is something, it just aggregates the data based on some condition. It will, like,
Mm.
we are, see, we have divided router like
Mm.
into multiple parts. No, then some guy says that you just aggregate the data again and send it to us. So different type of requirement will be there. Then we'll go with aggregator, or you just gather the data, then send it to us. Then we'll use gather, then join. Multicast is like if you want to send it to multiple receivers at a time. We have
Okay.
sequential multicast and parallel multicast. Sequential is like you have to go in sequence. Parallel is like it's like just streaming enabled. You can, there's no sequence or something like that. It will just go to multiple messages. Router we already saw. Splitter is like we have multiple type of splitter, gender splitter and all. So what happens in real time for B2B integrations and all, they will send some big files. In retail store, there will be many invoice records. Okay.
Mm.
Well, there are many products and be there, and for each product there will be multiple invoices. For each products which got sold, there will be multiple invoices. They will be sending invoices to the backend systems. So when they send big files to CPI, S4HANA wants it in separate IDOC, like IDOC format S4 wants. We
Mm.
can't send all invoices converted into one single IDOC. It wants in separate IDOCs. Say some 10,000 IDOCs it wants. How we will do? You will always go with the splitter. IDOC splitter is there, general splitter is there, EDS splitter is there, iterating splitter is
Mm.
there. So it is all different types of splitter, but we want to keep the envelope and all same. You don't want
Mm.
to change anything and keep everything in fact, then use general splitter. If you want to remove that envelope and send an iterating splitter, that all I will explain in detail one by one, just kind of heads up to you. Then
Mm.
we have like decryptor, encryptor, signer, verify and all, data store operations and all. So message validators. If you are perfect with these palette
Mm.
functions, I think you are expert. That way. And rest all is about connectivity security. Logic is
Mm.
the main part.
Yeah.
That is where integration team needs this connectivity and security. Even that other guys, basis ABAP security consultants.
Mm.
If we give access to them and if we ask them to just connect, they will only do. Most of the
Okay.
access will be in the with the basis part. We won't be having access to put the
Mm.
certificates. So did I
Yeah.
save it? I think you might know, as a basis consultant, you will be doing most of the integration wala work. They won't be giving full access, even in the
Yeah.
productions. That's why. So next concept is converter. Okay, converter to convert one format to another format. Okay, we will start with JSON to XML converter. I just pasted that links here for your information, like separate, but it is all there all at one place. Okay,
Yeah.
help.sap.com. So it says every converter has some limitations and some conditions.
Mm.
JSON is JavaScript object notation and XML is extensible market language. Okay,
Yeah.
so why do we convert, Karthik? Give me some real-time example. Okay, so if you are sending it to some third-party API or REST API, it always expects the data in JSON format. And S4HANA sends the data in XML form most of the times to CPI. So will have to convert when we are sending. That is where we'll go with the XML to JSON or JSON to XML that way. Okay. So here if you can see, JSON will look something like this: product ID, quantity, warehouse, and all. Okay, but
Okay.
they want in the backend, they want to add the root element, inventory update. They want
Mm.
to add. They want to. So this is some inventory update. Okay, inventory. You know, right? In retail stores,
Yeah, yeah.
where all the stock will be there. So in this warehouse, say WH01 warehouse, we have like 100 quantity. Product ID is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Say the product is some soap or something. I
Yeah.
want to keep it under like this XML in the backend. How we will do? We will go with JSON to XML, the
Okay.
first one. Okay. So same way, we are using HTTPS adapter. We will give something called a JSON to XML. We'll start the message. Then we will have. We just need to click on here, click on add, click on converter. We can choose whatever you want. JSON to XML if you
Okay.
search it. Okay, we can just need to like we just need to add that. Okay. Now we have multiple options here. Use namespace mapping, JSON prefix separator, add XML root element. What are these conditions? Okay, JSON prefix separator is how we want to like how the JSON. What is the separator in that?
Mm.
This is the JSON, the test file.
Mm.
This is the JSON prefix separator. What is this? Colon.
Column, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we have to give here. There are like other options
Um,
also, comma, dot, type, and all. But
yeah.
whatever input they like, we have to discuss with the sender team, like how we will send where what is the JSON. Like they will give some sample JSON file. You have to see whether the JSON prefix separator is it a
Mm.
you know what do you call
Yeah.
this,
I
colon or
got.
something like this.
Mm.
Yeah. JSON to XML converter. So something like this, it will be there. So here also the JSON prefix separator is colon. Okay. Then we have something called as add XML root element. If you want to add XML root element, say here there is no root element. They want, but receiver team wants this info. I want it under inventory update root element. Then you will have to add this. How we will do? We will click on add XML element. In name, we will say like inventory update.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm.
inventory update. We will save. We will deploy. You can cancel. We give in. We will explain that part later. Control X. Just a minute. I'll just copy that one. So here, Control C. Control V. See here we can give the different formats, whatever format you are sending. Then is it got started? Is it started? Send now. Here it is raw. You can always change, make it pretty print. See, the added root element. Come under inventory update. I don't want root element, Karthik. I want just whatever they're sending. Just send me that. That's okay. Just convert it to XML. Then just remove that. Send. Sorry, it didn't get deployed it. Yeah, why it is throwing error? Let's see what is the error. Mm. Okay, here it is just like generalized message. We are not seeing what is this internal security code. I don't know what is this. I want to send what is the exception also to the back to the sender. Then you go come here, enable this shit, enable this, deploy. Okay, Upload, send. Says an internal error subject occurred. Cannot transform JSON document to XML. JSON document contains either more than one member in the root object or an array with more than one value in the root object. Only one member in the root object with no array or array with one value is supported. The wrong member has a name, quantity, error location, JSON reader at line 3, column 18, dollar quantity. The MPL. Okay. Why it is throwing this error? What is it? Any difference you are seeing in the line number 3?
Double
Okay.
quotation.
Yeah, right. So it is saying if you see product ID, it is a value. They have covered it
Mm,
in value. If you see the warehouse, it is in value. But in
mm,
quantity, it is becoming a it like CPI is considering something. The quantity is not wrong member as the name quantity. It is considering this
okay.
as array.
Mm,
Okay. So that is what limitations for JSON to XML conversion. You can see here. Where is that? Cannot transform JSON document, right? There is what is the exception you can throw that based on that you can see that way also. Let's see what is the exception which it is through. It says HTTP response exception. Okay, it is not able to convert more than one member in the root object or an array with more than one value in the root object. That comes under something under like this. JSON's text that start with an array, for example, this are not supported. Okay, it is considering that as array because the value is not covered in double quotes. If I put it in double quotes, will it work? Let's see.
this
Is
internal
it that
server
good?
error.
I think it is still considering as array. We
Mm,
always need to add root element for that. Yeah, it is still considering it as dollar dot quantity. We have to put it in what do you call array for this. With that, there is something called as another input file. This one. I will show how the array works.
mm,
Sorry. Okay. I'll have to change the flow version. Did I use that? I think I should make the
Converted
save as
JSON.
version. Not sure if I have done that. I think yeah. Went. What will do it again? There's no other way.
You
Yep,
connect sender
it's
to
okay. I think this way it
test.
helps you also.
Mm,
But it's just
JSON
time
XML.
consuming. You know,
Mm.
it's so frustrating for me to add again and again. So, yeah,
Yeah, because you are keeping this like
yeah.
how
This
many years
design
of
and all it will
experience?
take.
Yeah.
Yeah, using XML converter. So it will do. Here also, if you there is one more examples are there. I think I copied it from here. Transformations, whether you select the option use namespacing or not, leads to different transfer. Namespace mapping is something like this. Okay, for every XML, like in the backend, they want to give some namespace. Say, for example, if it is inventory, okay, they
Mhm.
wanted to give some inventory namespace for that. You can see here namespace mapping allows you to define namespaces and associate them elements in the output XML. In use case, the target XML might require namespaces to differentiate between elements coming from different sources. You want the inventory update element to belong to the namespace, inventory namespace that they will be
Okay.
defining, the backend developer or something. So if the JSON, it has something like this prefix invoice and
Mhm.
it will be having some namespace, then you can do that namespace mapping here, inv,
Mhm.
and give that namespace here, then it will be coming like XML, proper XML. How we will do that? You can always click on add,
Mhm.
and JSON prefix here is inv.
Okay. Got it.
Namespace, XML namespace is this one.
HTTP example.com inventory.
Hmm. And then we will add that inventory update wala root element. Colon is the separator, and then you will click on save. We don't want this as of now. Connection will what did we give? Convert this into XML. I think these terms are so new to you, namespace mapping or something like that. But we should get used to it. We'll be hearing more in real time. Where is it? Mm,
Correct update inventory.
mm, I
This
think
one
I
can.
want the JSON. This is an XML. Where is, I haven't saved it or what?
This is also an
Shit.
XML.
This JSON will see if that works, but there's no prefix in this. It got deferred. Yeah, it is started. Let's see. Syntax update. JSON prefix. Should be something like INV something. Yes, Postman. Yeah. Okay, it came here. Product ID XML unless inventory, that namespace which whatever we have given. This one, example.com inventory. So it came under product ID.
Mhm.
But if you want to keep it under namespace, you have to give it in the first row itself, I think. But I don't have the source prefix for that. Otherwise, I would have shown that way. It's fine. Then it is okay. But I think we can do that here. I'll use this example maybe. I will do. I will remove this. I'll use this ABC. Good thing with SAP.com is they have given real-time example. Like I mean, it is some training examples also to practice. X, Y, Z. Let's see. Okay. So we have selected this use namespace mapping, and we don't want this
Okay.
root element. Uh, to add the root element, they haven't added root element. That's fine. We will deselect this and see how it goes. Deploy. Cancel. We'll copy this payload. Paste this. You can click on beautify from there. Beautify.
Beautiful.
Now it
Yeah.
okay. If you see ABCA, we have mapped that prefix to namespace. Uh, XYZ we have mapped to XYZ, ABC we have mapped to ABC. JSON
Okay.
prefixes. So it came under here, the main element, parent element. Then XYZB. Okay, XYZB is here. We call
Mm.
it this is an attribute.
Mm.
Okay, that attribute value is here. Like we have defined two attributes, and attributes as this has to be defined in the first line itself under the root element or somewhere. We can't define it in the second row and something like that. If I do that, control, let me just respace this. It will throw error. See, it always has to be in the first root. So they have mentioned it somewhere. Mhm. There is limitations with JSON XML Converter. Yeah, here.
Converter is somewhat tricky.
Yep, yep. There are so many. That's why, right? It's like main logic. You need to understand like how the JSON and XML is defined first for that. Like attributes, value, array, and all. Mm, I will read multiple blogs and I will forget like where it that.
So when you're free, you'll read blogs.
Yep. The element, the name in the represented. I think it's somewhere. Maybe I'll share that blog if I find it again. But you have to define the attribute at the starting, like start of the curly bracket only, the first line. Okay, that is one thing. And what is the other example which I want to be? So we have covered this, right? Use namespace mapping. This is the use of namespace mapping. If you want to map any JSON prefix to the XML namespace, we will use this, or else you can always untick that option. There is like option to check and uncheck, and JSON prefix separator, whatever input file as JSON prefix separator that we have to give here, and add XML root element. If and the limitation is only one root XML you can add. You can't add multiple root elements for this. That is one limitations. If you want to do that, then you have to do using the message mapping and all. Mm, okay, I think is it in my notes only? No, I'll share that blog maybe with you. And yeah, that is one limitation. You can always, you need to always put attribute in the first element, and you can't add more than one root element. And there is here also there is one namespace mapping, right? So this is also related to that XML and XML in this namespace mapping, but that is only in rare cases we use. Like if receiver wants, like if there is a SOAP web services and all, for that SOAP services there will be namespace attached to it. And if they want that namespace to be tagged, then you have to give that namespace mapping here, and you have to give that option in here, processing namespace mapping. You have to just select that option here. I think if we add that only it will come. Is it there, that option? This example, it is there in XML to JSON. See, I think here. Visible, right, my screen? JSON members whose name start with at are transformed into XML attributes. For example, if the member number is this, if the JSON delimiter is spacing XML, okay, and it is here. JSON members whose name starts with at must appear at the beginning of the child members of the parent member. For example, this. If we swap that to the next other position, the representation cannot be. The error message will throw an add XML root element. An attribute cannot be root that way. Understood, right? Hello, Bhavani?
I'm speaking on mute from that time.
Okay, okay,
Shit.
no
I'm
problem.
sorry. I didn't see
No,
that.
yeah, so this is a link. JSON. So what it is saying, JSON member would start with at a transform to XML attributes. Okay, what is the limitation? JSON members whose name starts with it must appear at the beginning of the child members of the parent member. That means it should always start after the curly bracket and is a child member, right? This is parent member. Beginning of the child member is this. It should always start here. Okay.
Mhm.
And if we are swapping that position to somewhere down, it will throw an error. The error is also wrote if I choose the option add XML. It will still throw even if I add the root element under. That is one thing. And one more thing. Root element you can't add twice. That sentence is also there somewhere. I need to find it out. It's fine. So that's it about JSON to XML converter. Okay. Any doubts with this? No, right?
As you know, I think it in a
Okay.
precious
Yeah.
way. So
Yep. Yep. Okay. You can always
mm,
try and
yes.
yep. We'll just try to change this to camps. Well, that's version. I will have to follow this best practices even in trial account. I will do only in real time scenario, but I'm not doing it in training sessions. I'll have to do that. Okay, this is one. Then same way we have convert XML to JSON. Okay, we did the JSON to XML now. Opposite, if we are sending messages from S4 to some other browser-based expression, if they want it in JSON, then we'll go with the XML to JSON. Same options here also. We have used namespace mapping.
Mm,
If you click on this, now what we did, JSON prefix to XML namespace. Here XML namespace to JSON prefix. Okay, something like that. And we have JSON prefix separator. How you want to what separator you want in the
yeah.
result in JSON file, and
This
this is some JSON output encoding, whether you want it in header or property or
header
something like
or
that, right?
property.
Yep. So we want to suppress root element or you want to add root element. If you don't want to suppress root element, you can remove that.
Mhm.
Streaming is if it wants to convert XML elements, only if array is there, then only will enable streaming. Like array is in, like this square bracket will come.
Okay.
So that is, I didn't change over there. Let me just comment. Wait, I'll show it here only. Convert XML to JSON. So it is something like this. If you do streaming enabled and all, if you convert it to JSON, see it, what we did
Yeah.
in XML to JSON converter. So I want streaming enabled and I want XML elements to convert into JSON array. Only specified elements, only for the A element. I want to put it in array. Then I will have to give this root. What root it is? Root then slash A, slash root slash A. Yeah, that way. So that's it. It's very simple. It just converted XML to the JSON. Here also we have some limitations that we can, that we can just go through. There are multiple examples also in the blogs. It's just theoretical. I'm just skipping that because it 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 behaves the same way. The JSON to XML and XML to JSON is the same way. Just playing with the you know these parameters, whether you want namespace or not, whether you want to add a root element or not, or you don't want root element or not, you want to remove root element or not, something like that. And similarly, we have XML to CSV, CSV to XML. CSV is Excel file. Most of the you know files like Workday or SuccessFactor and all, employee records and all, they will send in CSV file. So we will pick that records. It will be something like this. Mm, Maybe something like this: employee ID, name, department, joining date, and all, something like this. And they want it in XML. So what we will use, we will use CSV to XML, whatever format they want,
Oh, without
whatever
writing
form.
coding, it did.
Hmm?
No, nothing. I'm talking myself. So
Okay.
without doing coding, it directly gave to XML format, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So whatever CSV, like we just need to analyze the requirement, what format
Mm,
we are getting, what format we are sending. That's it. Here we are getting in the CSV, we are converting it into XML. So parameters. Understanding parameters is what? Understanding the palette function parameters, adapter
Mm.
configuration parameters is all about. That's all make you a better consultant. So XML schema is you want to give that CSV wala schema here. How we will do that is there is some online tools, okay? XML to XST converter.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But can we paste
Yep, not the real
data?
time data, not the
Yeah.
production wala data. Okay,
Mhm.
they'll throw you out.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah, so you can do that in development and all, like while developing stuff like
Okay, okay.
that. Yeah? That is
Mhm.
not restricted.
Okay.
And so why we are converting to XST is like this CSV to XML and XML to CSV want XST schema means they will send in CSV and receiver they will say like no we want in XML. Then we will ask receiver team you send me the XML like how we want. Okay,
Okay.
they will send one XML like this. See, I want like
Mhm.
this.
Mm.
Okay, then we have to convert into XST. Okay,
XST. Okay.
yep. So XST is like a schema design. You can make this occurrence option and type in inference option as relaxed. You don't want to
Mhm.
restrict that. You can just click on this data security warning. It will show if it is a development data and all, you don't need to worry about it. So what it does, it will add the cardinality. Cardinality something is like for this field, how many times you want it to occur. Minimum occurs and maximum occurs. So I want this is not mandatory. These are all optional. So it by default it took minimum occurs as 0. Maximum occurs as unbounded. It can appear as many times as possible.
Mm.
That itself, if you can see in this XML, employee, there are like 4 employee.
Okay.
Okay, and in each employee we have like 4 records.
Mm.
Okay, so in XSD, how it came, minimum occurs is 0, maximum occurs is unbounded. It can be as many numbers of employees can be there in
Mm.
element, and in each element only one employee ID will be there, one name will be there, one department will be there, one joining date will be there, and it will be in sequence.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how it converts XST. You can save that XST and you can always add that in the references. You just need to click on add schema XST
XST.
and you have to, you know,
If we have a file, okay.
select that XST documents from
Mhm.
this again. Since it is already added, I'm not adding it again. It will become, will
Yeah.
throw the duplicate file error. Okay, so that's about it. So once after, shit, did I? Yeah. So you will once that is added, it will uh, you can just select the tier, the one which you
Mhm.
added. It will come by default. Okay. Then what you want to, which field you want to convert is you want to convert employee field into into XML. CSV is coming like this. At employee
Mhm.
ID, name, department, joining date,
Yeah.
right? You want where it is, these fields are coming under here, employees, employee.
Mm.
From this target path, you convert this employee data into XML data. That is what we have to give. Employees, employee.
Mhm.
Okay. You can see that either the path of the record identifier in XSD file. Bookstore, books. Select the book elements, the bookstore. We want employee data. Employees, like we want employee data of the company
Okay.
that way. Or you can define if you want to dynamic also there is last two options you can see header name property name something like that. Okay, and then field separator in CSV. In the input file, what is the field separator? It is a comma. So we'll keep it as a comma. And
Mm,
if you want to exclude first line header, you can select this, or that's fine. I will let the header be there. Then you can
understand
keep
anything.
uncheck that. But I want to exclude it, and I want CSV headers to match XST elements. I want this to match this.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay,
Mm,
so then you can use this. That's the configuration for CSV to XML, and I think we already tested. It is working fine.
mm,
So even if you remove this joining the okay and keep it empty and send it, it will throw error. Because why it is throwing error? We'll see what is the error. Because it wants the data to be similar as XST schema. We have
mm,
imported that XST schema, right? It says some field is
mm,
missing or something like that. It got started. Send. See, header joining date not present in CSV headers.
mm.
How did CPI get to know whether this header is there? We are sending, right? Then it got to know because of XST.
Okay.
It says XST schema is incompatible with CSV payload. We receiver wants this, but you are sending some without header, something like that. It is throwing error.
Mhm,
That's the best part in CPI. It will throw like it will teach sender team only like what to send, what not to send.
mhm.
Yep. Same way XML to CSV converter. Here we are not putting any. I mean, sorry, what do you call? Uh, what is it option here? Record maker in CSV is not there over there. I'm not sure even
Mhm.
where it. I mean, I have not seen we using record identifier in real time scenario, but you can just
Mhm.
for theoretical knowledge you can just check that blog if you are using it somewhere. Okay, that won't be there. I think other than that it is same like path to source element in XML. I've used the same. Now I've the XML to CSV converter. XML to CSV converter.
I think date.
We'll send this. It came back.
Um,
But I have
Something
given
to see.
colon as I changed the this thing field separator.
Yeah, semicolon. Yeah.
Now it came in semicolon.
Mm,
And I have what I did CSV header I kept it as XML based. I
okay.
will I can change none also. If you want header you can put it or remove it. Okay, based on requirement. Header went. No header. Earlier there was this employee ID and all right.
Yeah.
No, I think they will most of the time will keep simply for you to show. XML annotation based is something like namespace schema and all, like
Yeah.
advanced kind of requirement. Then we will be
Mhm.
using that. But we don't have much scenarios in real time where we use annotation based and all. And we have this include parent level element and include attribute values and all. Same thing,
Mm,
like like if you want to include employee, like now there is no parent employment. parent element and all here.
Mm.
I think they have given in that blog. XML design, where is it? Or I might have kept it in my notes. Section 4. Yeah. Where is it? Is it becoming too much for you today? I think
Yeah,
it's almost
now I feel
1.5 hour session.
um,
Yeah. We'll end it here.
yeah, because I need to prepare food as
Okay, okay, sure. Or see, we can, just pasted links
well.
with the examples. Like you can practice just by looking at this also. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
I'll just pay. Did I paste it session 3 notes last time? No, right?
Mm, 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 mm.
Session 2 I pasted. I remember.
Session two, you did.
Okay, session 3 is not there, is it?
Mm, Session two, like scenarios and all, like patch, delete, update. Those all you kept.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, I will paste session 3 and session 4. Session 4 I have included soap also, but tomorrow I will cover soap. This is for session 3. This is for session 4. Just have a look at it. Okay. And if you find time, you can, you know, please create trial account. Well, I don't want to, like, I mean, it's not like you will forget or something like that, but it's good if you practice one example at least.
Yeah, I need to
Yeah.
do that.
Yes. Theoretically, I think nobody will ask you to share your screen and do it. But
Mhm.
if you do it once, understanding, like you will be like, remembering those terms and all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Then at what time you want to connect tomorrow? Same is like 7:30 to 8:30. Sorry, and 10 o'clock is fine with you.
S- Somewhat early, then that
Hmm?
it's fine.
Somewhat early as in like what time? 9 o'clock?
Yeah. For you or for me?
9 US time, right? What is the
Oh, yeah.
EST for 9 US time?
9 minutes for you, it's 7:30, I think so. No,
7:30 p.m. is it?
6:30. 6:30.
9.
9 minutes for you is 6:30. 6:30 p.m. So for us, it's 9 a.m. So until daylight saving, there is a 2 hours different, 2.5 hours different.
Okay, okay. So 6:30 for me. Is it fine? Okay, I think 6:30 is also
Mm.
6:30 to 8 or 7:30.
Yeah,
Is it?
7:30,
Hmm.
8:30, 9, 10.
For
For
you
me,
9
it's
to 10.
10.
Okay.
Mm.
You will have to leave for store at 10 o'clock, is it?
For me, I need to be there by 7 in the morning. And at night, I'll be here by 11 o'clock
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Then
This,
I will be
this
joining.
week, I haven't did because
Uh,
I'm going to store daily from 3 to 11 in the night, and I come by 11:30 or else sometimes 12, and I'll clock in the other's class by 12:30. It will go by 2 or 2:30, and then I sleep, and then I will need to wake up early. But for this week, I woke up around 9:30, 10:30, sometimes 11 o'clock too, before your class starts.
చాలా హెక్టిక్ షెడ్యూల్ పెడుతున్నారు మీకోసం.
పిచ్చిగా ఉంది బ్రో. కాకపోతే నాకు ఒక పక్క నేర్చుకోవాలన్న ఇంటెన్షన్ వల్ల అలా ఫోర్స్‌ఫుల్‌గా చేస్తున్నా గానీ చాలా ప్రెషర్ ఉంది.
హ్మ్.
ఎందుకంటే అది మానేస్తే ఇక్కడ పే రాదు. పే రాకపోతే రెంట్ ఇవన్నీ చూసుకోలేను.
ఓహోహోహో! ఓకే.
హ్మ్.
ఓకే.
అదే.
విచ్ స్టోర్ అండి ఇది? రీటైల్ స్టోరా? గ్రోసరీ
అదే గ్యాస్ స్టేషన్ టైపు అంకుల్‌ది.
పార్ట్ టైమ్
అంటే
లాగా?
పార్ట్ టైమ్.
హుహుహుహు.
హ్మ్.
ఓకే. ఫైన్.
అదే.
మీరు చూడండి అంటే లైక్ ఇఫ్ యూ గెట్ టైమ్ ఇట్స్ ఫైన్. ఆర్ ఎల్స్ యూ కెన్ ఆల్వేస్ రివైజ్ ద నోట్స్ అండ్ యూట్యూబ్‌లో
యాహ్!
చూడండి. యూట్యూబ్‌లో
హ్మ్.
కూడా ఆర్
లేదు బ్రో. నేను కాలేజ్‌లో
హ్మ్.
కూడా చేసిన మిస్టేక్ ఏంటంటే ఇలా నోట్స్ తరోగా చూసుకోవడం అదే చేశాం గానీ, హ్యాండ్స్ ఆన్
హ్మ్.
ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకోలే. సో,
ఓకే.
ఎప్పుడైనా సడెన్‌గా ఆహ్, టు బీ ఫ్రాంక్ సడెన్‌గా ఎస్ఏపీ లాగిన్ పేజ్‌లోకి లాగిన్ అవ్వమన్నా సరే నేను కొంచెం తడబడతా. అంతలా మర్చిపోయా ఎస్ఏపీని నేను.
ఓకే.
మర్చిపోవడం ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ డే మొదలవన నుంచి ముగిసే వరకు ఎస్ఏపీ గురించి ఏదో ఒకటి ఆలోచించుకుంటూ ఉంటా. బట్ నాట్ ప్రాక్టికల్లీ. థియరిటికల్‌గా ఏదో ఒకటి
హుహుహుహుహు.
ఆలోచించుకుంటూ ఉంటా. కానీ అది వర్కౌట్ అవ్వాలంటే అట్‌లీస్ట్ హ్యాండ్స్ ఆన్ ప్రాక్టీస్ పెట్టుకోవాలి.
యెస్. యెస్. యెస్.
కానీ ఇక్కడున్న థింగ్స్ వల్ల, ఈ ట్రంప్ వల్ల మొత్తం అన్నీ మారిపోతున్నాయి. సో
Yeah, I heard like there are some police shot IT guy. It seems I saw in
హ్మ్.
news. I think it's too
రోజుకొకటి, రోజుకొకటి.
scary అవుతుంది కదా!
హ్మ్.
ఏమో.
యాహ్!
See.
అంత కరెక్ట్‌గా ఉన్నా కూడా వేరే వాడి వల్ల కూడా మనకు తప్పవుతుంది బ్రో. లైక్
హుహుహుహు.
సో, ఇక్కడ చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా ఉండాలని
ఈజీ
అనుకుంటున్నాను.
అంటే రిమూవ్ కూడా చేస్తున్నాడా లే ఆఫ్ అలాగే మన ఇండియన్స్‌ని ఇండియా ఐటీ కంపెనీస్ నుంచి?
హ్మ్. చాలా
హుహుహుహు.
దారుణంగా లే ఆఫ్స్ అవుతున్నాయి రోజు రోజుకి. హైరింగ్
హుహుహు.
తగ్గిపోతుంది. లే ఆఫ్స్ పెరిగిపోతున్నాయి. దట్
ఓకే.
టూ వీడేమో అసల ఇండియన్స్‌నే వద్దు తీసేయండి.
హ్మ్.
స్పెషల్‌గా ఇండియన్సే వద్దని డైరెక్ట్‌గా చెప్పేస్తున్నాడు. ఫారినర్స్ అని కూడా కాదు.
హుహుహుహు.
ఒకవేళ ఫారినర్స్‌ని తీసుకోవాలనుకుంటే 25% టారిఫ్ పే చేసి ఆ అబ్బాయి పేరు
హ్మ్.
మీద మనం కంపెనోడు టాక్స్ పే చేయాలంట. వాడెందుకు అనుకుంటాడు? టాక్స్ పే చేయడానికి ఇంత అమౌంట్, హెచ్-1బీ పే చేయడానికి ఇంత అమౌంట్ అలా అమౌంట్ పెంచుకుంటూ పోతుంది ఒక్కొక్క స్లాట్‌కి. సో, వాడేం చేస్తాడు డిఫాల్ట్‌గా ఇంత పెట్టుకునే బదులు అమెరికన్స్‌నే తీసుకుందాం అనుకుంటాడు కానీ.
హుహుహుహు.
యాహ్!
ఓకే. బట్ ఇక్కడ ఇండియాలో యూఎస్ ప్రైస్ మంచిగున్నాయి కదా! దానికేం
ఏంటి బ్రో?
ఎఫెక్ట్ అవ్వదనుకుంటా. ఇండియాలో అంటే లైక్ ఈవెన్
హ్మ్.
క్లయింట్స్ వి హావ్ రైట్
ఆ!
డెలాయిట్
ఆ!
అండ్
ఆ!
యాక్సెంచర్
వాళ్ళకేం
అండ్
లేదు. అపార్ట్ ఫ్రమ్
హ్మ్.
యూఎస్ ఎవ్వరికీ ఏం లేదు బ్రో. ఈవెన్ జర్మనీ ఈస్ ఆల్సో గోయింగ్ గుడ్.
హుహుహుహు.
ఓన్లీ ఫర్ ఎస్ఏపీ నాట్ ఫర్ ఐటీ.
మైన్ ఈస్
యాహ్!
ఆల్సో లైక్ యూఎస్ క్లయింట్ అందుకే ఐ యామ్ జస్ట్
మోస్ట్‌లీ మనకి యూఎస్ క్లయింట్సే ఉంటారు. హైదరాబాద్, ఇంకా బెంగుళూరు వీటన్నిటిలో.
హుహుహుహు.
ఎస్ఐపి ఇంకా 90% ఇంక్లూడ్స్ యూఎస్ క్లయింట్స్.
హ్మ్. యాహ్!
నేను
సరే.
బేసిస్ చేసిన 2 క్లయింట్స్ కూడా యూఎస్ క్లయింట్సే. నార్త్ ఈస్ట్ అమెరికా అనుకుంటా. యాహ్!
ఓకే.
ఓకే బ్రో.
యాక్సెంచర్‌లోనా?
యాక్సెంచర్‌లో ఉన్నప్పుడు
షూర్. షూర్ బ్రో. ఐ థింక్ మీకు టైమ్
హ్మ్.
అవుతుందేమో. దెన్ యూ
నాకు
జస్ట్
నాకు కోల్డ్ చేసింది ఈరోజు. అది బ్రీత్ ఆడట్లే అనమాట ఇందాక నుంచి. సో,
No
కొంచెం
worries. You
అన్‌ఈజీగా
take
ఉంది.
it. Take rest. Fine. No worries. We'll
యాహ్!
continue the session tomorrow. 7:30 is fine, right? I will just tell this guy, tech team.
షూర్. యాహ్!
Okay, sure. Sure. Bye. Good
థాంక్
night.
యూ. బాయ్.
Yep.
థాంక్ యూ బావ.